So what is the difference between a preferred supplier agreement and a contract to supply? Well, many businesses have these and some have both. But what are they and what does it mean to you, the business buyer? What is typical with many businesses in New Zealand is that suppliers, especially of services like IT, cleaning, etc., will have a preferred supplier agreement in place. Now, this is not the same as a contract to supply services. The majority of businesses use preferred supplier agreements. Now, in the case of a preferred supplier agreement, often called a PSA, it is important to understand what this actually means, especially when a business is being sold and the purchaser is looking to buy that business for continuity of service post-sale. Now let's look at the example of, say, a carpet cleaning business, where they have a PSA or some casual agreement whereby each party gets on well, so they just get on with it and do business. Now this casual arrangement is something a buyer may be a little wary of and not prepared to put a high degree of trust or value on, especially if the relationship is with the owner of the business and the company getting the work done. A PSA may be assumed to mean a contractor has priority rights, as in preferred over and above all others in terms of providing a service. But this really comes down to individual interpretation. A contractor may argue that the PSA meant during the engagement period they would be first one to be offered the opportunity to supply their services in preference to other suppliers, and that the company would not obtain services from any other contractors without giving them a reasonable opportunity to carry out the work first. The company, however, could argue that it was not intended that the contractor would have any priority or be preferred over and above other contractors, merely that they would be an approved supplier of services to them, the company. Now, when the owner of a business has a contract to supply in place, that is something that a buyer of a business will put a higher degree of value on, as it offers more comfort around future maintainable earnings. The contract will be often linked to specific performance, quantities, costs, etc. It will outline the product or service, the level of performance, and the cost and payment terms. It is often for a fixed term with renewals and can usually be transferred. Now, these are small but important differences and something that needs to be understood by both the buyer and the seller of a business. Hey, thanks again for watching. If you want to know more, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, see you then.